Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today, I am going to show you how to make a fruit tart. Fruit tarts are super yummy, super delicious. And this one is really easy to make. I had a request to make a video on fruit tarts, so here it is. Let's get started. For our tools and ingredients, we have a food processor, got a hand mixer, and I'll put links to these down below in the description in case you want to pick one up. I have a pastry roller, rubber spatula, our tart pan. This is a 9-inch pan, but you can use a 12-inch pan as well. I have some scissors, a Ziploc bag, a knife, a basting brush. For the pastry dough, we have 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 12 tablespoons or 3/4 cup of softened unsalted butter. For the toppings, we're going to lay down a nice cream cheese layer. For that, we're going to use 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. For our fruit toppings, we have a kiwi, which we'll peel and slice. We got blueberries, raspberries, strawberries that we'll slice, and strawberry preserves, which we'll heat up in the microwave and we'll baste that on the fruit, and it'll give it a nice shine. It's awesome. Now you can use whatever toppings that you like, whatever fruit that you want to make it your own. My favorite toppings are these right here, so that's what we're going to use for this one. All right? Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay, let's go ahead and make our pastry dough or crust. So first we'll go ahead and add our butter, our sugar, powdered sugar, and our flour. Just add it all together. And you could do this just in a bowl with a mixer or stand mixer if you want. Okay, then we're just going to pulse it. It'll get nice and crumbly, and that's what we want to see. So that's ready to go. And now we're going to add our crumbled pastry. We're going to go ahead and add it to our pan here. And I'm not going to add the whole thing because this recipe is for a 12-inch tart pan. So if you use the whole amount in a 9-inch, it's going to be really thick, which if you like that, that's great. But I'm going to go for a little bit thinner pastry. So we just put it in here and we just smash it down. And then we're going to push it up with our fingers up to the sides like that. You might add a little bit more. When you come in here, with your thumb, and just push that together. And I usually wind up adding more to the side just to get it a little thicker on the sides. You can even come in here with your roller, your pastry roller. Not necessary, but it helps to just get it all nice and flat and even. And you can push it up like that. I'll add a little bit more. And what you can do with the rest of this, if you use a 9-inch and not a 12-inch, you'll have some left over. What you can do is you can fill up little paper cups and make mini tarts. So we'll go ahead and continue pushing this down on the sides, and we're gonna get the base or our sides up a little thicker here. So you just keep working with it until it gets all pressed firmly in there. If you want the sides to go all the way up, just go ahead and add some more. Just come in here and push it up some more. Okay, and once we're done with that, we are going to go ahead and put this in the oven and we'll bake it at 350 degrees. It'll be 10 to 14 minutes, depending on your oven, and we'll make it to where it's nice and slightly golden brown. All right, I took it out of the oven. As you can see, I have 6 small little tarts that I made with the leftover tart dough. Then we let this sit for 20 to 30 minutes until it cools completely. Let's go ahead and make our cream cheese filling. You could also make a custard if you want, but the cream cheese filling is super easy to make and tastes yummy, so that's what I went with. Go ahead and add our sugar to the softened cream cheese, and then our vanilla extract. Now let's go ahead and mix this together. And then we'll scrape the sides just one time. And you just beat it for about a minute or so until it looks like that. Nice and smooth. Okay, we want to make sure to clean off our beaters as best as we can. Don't want to waste any of it. You can also just go ahead and lick the beater if you want. Yummy. Okay, so I just scooped all the cream cheese filling and put it right inside this bag, and then what we'll do is we'll snip it and we'll go ahead and use this to put it on. You could just use your spatula and just spread it all on there, but I like to do this first. It just gives me more control and makes it a lot more even, but you can do it how you want. Okay. And then what I do is, just so I don't forget these little ones, I'll just go ahead and put a little bit on right in the middle. Now we're going to go ahead and just start in on this, and I just go in a circle. And then go around in a circle like this. And it just kind of helps to get it distributed evenly, but you can just use your spatula like I've been saying. Could just use your spatula, but I like little piping bags. Piping bags are cool. Okay, and then we're going to spread that out. We will spread it out, but let's go ahead and just add the rest of this around the sides. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and take our spatula and just spread it around. Okay, like that. Now let's go ahead and decorate it with the toppings. I like to start with strawberries and line the edges like that, and then overlap just the tips. Okay, now that I got my strawberries down, I'm gonna come in here with this kiwi slice, half slices. Go ahead and put those around. Okay, and then I want to do another layer of strawberries because I love strawberries. And then what I do at this point is I put raspberries in the middle. And then I like to fill in the little gaps with the blueberries, like where you see the white gaps. Go ahead and put blueberries in there. And then you can put them all around the edge if you want, but I kind of like it just the way it is. Once we have all of our toppings on, it's time to do our glaze. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this strawberry preserves and I'm going to heat it up in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and it's going to get nice and liquidy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and baste it on the top of the fruit, and it's going to make it look nice and shiny and add a little bit more sweetness onto that step. Okay, our strawberry preserves is nice and melted. And what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and lightly brush it on. You could also just sprinkle the top with powdered sugar if you want. All right, there we go. And now our tarts are done. Now to remove it, we just go ahead and push the bottom, use one hand, and it'll come right off like that. Pretty cool. And then sometimes the bottom gets stuck underneath, and so you'll just get a cake spatula like this or one of those long flat ones and just kind of go underneath it. Then it'll slide right off like that. All right, our fruit tart is done. It looks fantastic. It was really easy to do using simple ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Also, it's very versatile. If you want to switch out the cream cheese filling, you can use like a vanilla pudding or chocolate pudding or chocolate ganache or a custard, whatever you want to do. The sky is the limit. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, like the video, thumbs up down in the corner, push it. Take care. Time for me to dive into one of these. Now I'm not going to cut into the big one because I'm going to give this away, but I'm going to grab this little guy right here